If you've ever struggled to manage the initial paperwork of a new client, you know how valuable streamlining that process can be. Owl's online forms empower you to create a customized digital process that is convenient, professional, and secure. In this video, I'm going to review how to create your forms, how to send these forms to your clients, and how to track their progress, how clients go through receiving and completing forms, and some general common errors that can be run into, and how to solve these when creating your forms. In order to have access to forms, you need to be on a premium-based plan. In group accounts, you need to be either an owner or admin user. I'm going to go into my Owl account to show you how to start creating your forms. In Owl, you'll be able to find the Forms Builder in the Manage tab listed here between Dashboard and Settings. And to open up the Forms Builder, you will click the plus button on the top right side here. Once open, the first thing you're going to do is give your form a title. You can then use the Configure panel on the left-hand side here to start building your form. To add any question to a form, all you need to do is click on it, like so. Once it's been added, all you would have to do is write your question, and then you can click on the Customize option to either add the answer options or to format the question. I'm going to go through these questions in a bit more detail. Text and long text questions allow clients to type in an answer. The only difference here is the space provided on the form. Text questions provide a single line, whereas long text questions provide a whole paragraph box for clients to type into. Clicking Customize under either of these questions allows you to select a validation type and a character limit entry. You'll also notice there's an Is Required toggle available. You'll be able to find this option on every single question that you add to a form. Number questions allows a numeric answer, and the only option available under Customize is the ability to set the highest number accepted. Dropdown, multiple choice, and checkbox question allows you to enter in a custom set of options for clients to select from. The checkbox or drop-down question allows clients to only select one answer, whereas multiple choice questions allow clients to select multiple answers. Clicking Customize under any of these questions will allow you to type in the options you'd like to provide to your client. A date question allows one date to be selected or entered, and the date and time option adds the ability to select a time as well. Clicking Customize allows you to limit the dates clients can enter. Range questions provide clients with a slider where they can select a number value. Clicking Customize allows you to set the default value the slider will move at, as well as the minimum and maximum values available in the range slider. The read-only text question does not allow an answer, but displays informational text instead. Clicking Customize allows you to type or paste any information you wish to have your clients read over. This is very useful for providing information you wish to relay to your clients, like you would on a consent form. There are 5 options available under modules which can help to make building forms easier. The Intake module gathers basic information about your clients, and any information clients enter here when they submit the form will merge into their profile. For the Intake module, the only option is to click the Customize icon in the bottom panel of the question. The Intake module is separated into 4 sections: Contact, Address, Emergency Contact, and Other. By default, all the intake components have been selected and set to Required. You can simply check and uncheck questions that you do not wish to be on the form at all. including removing a whole section itself. Or you can remove whether or not the question is required in order to submit. The agreement and signature module will allow clients to type an electronic signature acknowledging any terms outlined in the form. The address module can be used to prompt the user for any additional addresses you'd like to know about. It's important to note that the addresses provided by your clients in this section will not be saved to the client's profile like it would in the intake module. Similar to the address module, the phone module can be used to prompt users for additional phone numbers you may need to request, and again will not merge with the client's file when submitted. The terms and conditions module is actually a section element. This section element allows you to outline your clinic and service policies in full for clients to review and agree to before completing the form. The two page elements available here are section and page break. Adding a section will allow you to create a grouped question areas in a form with a section title, like so. You can add and move questions into this section by clicking these arrow icons underneath them. Once questions have been added into the section, you can see how they're arranged within that section by clicking Customize. You can then customize the question itself or drag and drop questions like so. Additionally, you can move them back to the main form by again using the arrows provided. It's important to note when you're using a section that you do need to have questions embedded in the section or the form will not save. Page breaks allow for you to specify where you'd like the page breaks to happen for longer forms. If you regularly print out or generate PDF copies of your form, you can use the page break to ensure that the form is laid out the way that you would prefer. On top of being able to drag and drop questions, we do have another helpful editing tool. You can change the width of questions so that they do take up less space. To do this, you would click the arrow in the bottom right and drag the question so that it can be smaller or bigger. This allows you to save space on the form for a more horizontal layout of questions so that the form doesn't feel too long or that very short questions aren't taking up too much unnecessary space. Once you've added all of your questions to the form and you think that you're ready to complete it, you can click the preview button to see what it would look like from the client's point of view. Here we see our intake module, the long text question, my range question, my checkbox question, and my signature and agreement module. You can click the close preview button at the bottom when you're done looking over it and save the form or continue editing it. Once you've created your form, there are 3 places in OWL that you can send a form to your client. The first being this Manage tab. You would click the checkbox next to the form you'd like to send to your client, which will open up the screen edit bar. At this point, you would click Send, and you're able to search for the client you want to send the form to. This will bring up their email address option. You select the one you would like the form to go to, and click Send Forms. Another area of OWL you can use to send forms is within the client's profile. Once a file has been opened, you're going to see the Actions menu on the left-hand side here with the Send Forms option available to you. When you click the option within the client file, you do not have the ability to search for somebody, but instead just see the options to select the form you'd like to send and the email you'd like to use. The last place you can use to send a form to clients is within the workflow. This too is done through the Actions menu on the left-hand side, and when you click it from here, the Choose Client option pops up in a separate window, and then the flow is exactly the same as it would be from the client's file, allowing you to select the form and the email you'd like to send it to. Once you've sent forms to clients, you can track form progress within the workflow. Here I can click on the Forms tab and I can see what form I sent to which client, on what date, and how far along they are. It even allows me to resend the form to my client if a certain amount of time has passed, updating the last reminded date here. I'm now going to go into the client-facing side of the form and how this works. When a client receives a form, they're able to click it in their email, and they'll see a link available to them here. Clicking on this link will open up the form in our compliant portal, ensuring that all of the answers that they submit and enter are secure. Clients do not need to log in to view the forms and complete them. They just have to click on the link provided to them. This form was created using a read-only text box question and the agreement and signature module. Once a client has clicked Submit, anytime they click the link listed in the email, it'll reopen up the form and advise them that it has already been complete. It will not show them the answers that they have submitted, so this can give clients peace of mind that no one can go into their email and open up a form and see very detailed information, especially if they have completed an intake form. It also gives you peace of mind that clients cannot resend multiple forms to you. Once a client has completed a form, you also will receive an email to let you know. This will only show the client's initials and then provide a link for you to go to. If you are already logged into OWL, clicking this link will just bring you directly to the client's documents section. And from here, you're able to see the completed form and either view it to see how they've answered it, print it, download it, or delete it. I'm now going to go back into the Forms Builder to go over a few common error messages. In order for a form to be saved, there are a few sections that need to be completed. For instance, one thing that needs to be completed in order for a form to be saved is a title. If I try to save a form without a title, the message will come up advising me that I have an invalid form title and to please try again. To rectify this, all I need to do is enter in my title here. Now when I click Save, my form saves without an issue. Another common error that occurs is when a question is added in, but no question has been typed. When I try to save a form, it'll advise me that I have a missing label. All I need to do to fix this is to add in the question here. Now I can save my form successfully. Another thing that often occurs is when you select a question, such as drop-down, multiple choice, or checkbox, and you do not enter in any options. When I try to save, it's going to advise me that there are missing question options at question, and then it'll tell you the question name. To fix this, all I need to do is click Customize and enter in some options for my clients. And now I'm able to save the form without issue. Finally, the last common error that occurs is when using sections. As I've noted previously, in order for a section to save, there needs to be at least one question embedded into it. If I try to save a form without anything embedded in a section, it'll advise me that I have invalid section options and that at least one question must exist. To fix this, all I need to do is use these arrows to move my questions into a section title. Again, I only need one question in my section, but I can have more than one listed as well. And again, I can always come into this section and move questions back to my main form if I need to. Once questions are embedded into my section, I can easily save my form. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this was informative and helpful. If you do have any additional questions, please feel free to reach out to us at support@owlpractice.ca, and we would be happy to help.